Amazon just dropped a bombshell. This isn't just another tech story. It's about who really gets to control the future of AI and why the rules are changing fast. Want the full scoop? Let's break it down. If you're into fast, clear AI breakdowns, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. This game's moving quick. You'll want a front row seat. The AI industry is often compared to a high-stakes poker game because the leading tech companies are investing heavily in artificial intelligence, each trying to outsmart the others with strategic advancements. OpenAI has been a dominant player with ChatGPT, setting a high standard for conversational AI. Meanwhile, Google has placed significant bets on its Gemini project, aiming to compete in the same space. Meta, though quieter about its efforts, has been steadily working on its own AI initiatives. While everyone was busy watching OpenAI and Google duke it out, Amazon just pulled off a power move that changes everything by securing an exclusive deal with the New York Times. Now Amazon has gained access to a yeet and prestigious archive of journalism, which might change everything. Think about it, the AI world is like a high-stakes game of Monopoly, where instead of buying hotels on Boardwalk, tech giants are snapping up the best data to train their AI models. OpenAI was cruising along, using all kinds of internet content, including stuff from the New York Times to build ChatGPT. But then, the Times slammed the brakes and sued them, saying, "Hey, you can't just take our articles without asking." As a result, OpenAI is stuck in a courtroom drama, trying to figure out how to keep its AI fed without stepping on legal landmines. On the other hand, Amazon strolls in like the cool kid with deep pockets, slides a check across the table to the New York Times and says, "How about we just buy the rights to all this sweet, high-quality journalism? No lawsuits, no fuss, just pure premium data for our AI." Boom! Just like that, Amazon locks down decades of top-tier news reporting, the kind of content that makes AI smarter, sharper, and way more reliable. This isn't just some boring business deal, it's a power move. While OpenAI's lawyers are buried in paperwork, Amazon just grabbed one of the most valuable training datasets out there. And now, their next-gen Alexa or whatever AI they're cooking up might just leave the competition in the dust. But what makes this deal a massive deal? The backbone of any great AI is high-quality training data. Think of it like teaching a student. If you feed them random internet memes and conspiracy theories, they'll come out confused and unreliable. But if you teach them using the New York Times, one of the most rigorous, fact-checked news sources in the world, they'll graduate as a scholar. Amazon's agreement gives them exclusive access to the Times content for AI training. That means competitors like OpenAI, Google, or Meta can't legally use it unless they negotiate their own deals. This is a huge advantage for Amazon. While other AI models scrape low-quality web data or face legal risks, Amazon's AI will be learning from Pulitzer Prize-winning journalism. And now, let's break down the deal's key details. So, what exactly did Amazon secure? According to reports, this is a multi-year licensing agreement with options to extend. The financial terms aren't public, but considering the Times' previous deals, like its $100 million-plus partnership with Anthropic, this is likely a blockbuster deal worth hundreds of millions. And what will Amazon get? Amazon will have full access to the Times archives, over a century of reporting, perfect for training AI on history, politics, and culture. Additionally, real-time news updates allow Alexa to provide users with the latest and most accurate information. That's not all. Opinion pieces and deep investigations, helping Amazon's AI generate fine, well-reasoned responses. By the way, this isn't just about making Alexa smarter, it's about Amazon building an AI that can compete directly with ChatGPT in research, analysis, and conversation. How about the bigger battle? The AI data wars that are about to follow. This deal is part of a much larger conflict in tech. Specifically, who controls the best training data? As you may know, AI companies are in a mad dash to secure premium content. For example, OpenAI has signed deals with Politico, Business Insider, and The Atlantic. Google also partnered with News Corp, Wall Street Journal, New York Post. Even Meta has been using Facebook and Instagram posts, which raises major privacy concerns for society. But Amazon's move is different. Instead of grabbing whatever's available, they went straight for the most prestigious source, the New York Times. And here's the twist. This is also a win for journalism. For years, media companies watched as AI firms used their content for free. Now, the Times is setting a precedent. If you want our work, you pay for it. Here is the big question. What does this mean for OpenAI? OpenAI is in a tough spot. They've been training on Time's data for years without paying. It's like OpenAI was secretly borrowing their neighbor's Wi-Fi for years, until the neighbor suddenly changed the password. But now, OpenAI's stuck with two bad options: pay up big time or start training their AI on sketchy internet junk. Think Wikipedia and random blogs. Either way, it's a huge speed bump, right as Amazon floors it with premium data. What could be Amazon's long-term AI strategy? Amazon isn't just doing this for fun. They're playing chess. Here's what they're building. First, imagine a next-gen Alexa that doesn't just tell you the weather or play your favorite song, but actually understands complex topics and debates them with you like a well-read expert. Want a deep dive on climate change, stock market trends, or the latest Supreme Court ruling? Instead of regurgitating sketchy internet takes, Alexa could serve up polished, Times-level insights, making it the most trustworthy voice assistant out there. Then there's AI-powered shopping. Picture this. You ask, "What's the best espresso machine under $500?" And instead of a generic list of Amazon products, you get a detailed journalist-grade breakdown, pros, cons, and even comparisons to last year's models, all backed by the New York Times rigorous standards. Amazon could turn product searches into an experience that feels less like scrolling through ads and more like reading a trusted buyer's guide. But the real jackpot? Enterprise AI tools. Businesses could use Amazon's AI to analyze markets, summarize legal documents, or generate financial reports, all trained on the Times' high-quality reporting. Law firms, investors, and researchers would pay big bucks for AI that's not just fast, but reliable and well-sourced. By locking down this data, Amazon isn't just improving its AI, it's building the foundation to dominate multiple industries. While rivals scramble for scraps of training data or fight legal battles, in short, Amazon just secured a goldmine. And in the AI race, that might be the ultimate power move. And what are the legal and ethical implications? Now, the Times is drawing a line in the sand. Quality journalism isn't free fuel for AI. By cutting this deal with Amazon and suing OpenAI, they're sending a clear message. If you want to use our work to power your tech, you've got to come to the table and negotiate. And guess what? The entire media industry is watching. If this works out, if the Times starts cashing checks while OpenAI gets stuck in legal limbo, you can bet other major publishers will follow suit. Suddenly, AI companies might find themselves facing a wave of lawsuits or forced to strike expensive licensing deals with everyone from the Washington Post to the Wall Street Journal. This could flip the script entirely, turning news archives from free training data into a premium, paid resource. So, what will happen next? The AI race just got way more interesting. Amazon now has a goldmine of data, OpenAI is scrambling, and publishers are realizing their archives are worth billions. Will OpenAI strike back with its own deals? Will Google step up? One thing's clear. The AI wars are just heating up. So, what do you think? Is this Amazon's big AI breakthrough, or will OpenAI find a way to counter? Drop your thoughts below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the AI showdown between tech giants and publishers, here's the deal. This is just the beginning. The AI revolution is moving fast, and we're here to unpack every power play. So why not hit that like button if this gave you some aha moments? And if you don't want to miss out on the next big shakeup, consider subscribing. Catch you in the next one.